Hello, everybody. How are you? How's everybody doing today on Tuesday? Everybody's doing good. Welcome in, everybody. Just checking to make sure that everybody's doing good. Everybody's great. Saying hello to the Traveling with Tinkerbell community. So how was your weekend, guys? You guys had a good weekend? How was your guys' weekend? This how would you say this daylight savings time is like a little weird. I have to get adjusted to it, so it takes a couple of days to get adjusted. But just wanted to welcome everybody in, giving everybody some time to come into the live show. First in the chat is Eddie Lugo Studios. Hello, Mr. Eddie. Welcome in. And hello, M. How are you? Oh, you had a quiet weekend and a very rainy. Okay. Oh, so it's raining where you are. No, it's not raining over here. It's sunny over here. And right now it is 7 p.m. 7:01, and it is daylight outside. Usually it's dark at this time, but it's daylight outside. So I have to shut the blinds on my side so that you guys don't see all that sunshine coming. So hopefully everybody's doing really good. Yeah, this time change is a little like weird. On Sunday, I had I went to church and I was there like from 9 o'clock in the morning to like 2:20 around there when we got off. And it was just like, by the time I realized, oh my God, it's like really late already. So it was crazy. And we had just changed time that day. So technically I was kind of like an hour behind schedule. Let me see, it was rainy, but we had a 62-degree day today. Oh, I saw that. I saw some pictures on Facebook, that you were walking Fiona. She's so cute. She looks like my daughter's labradoodle that she has, or doodle, whatever it is. I don't know, because they have them all different names, but she has a black doodle and her name is Sapphire. So I'm just letting everybody come in so that we can talk about the Celebrity Beyond and all the good stuff that happened there. I actually have some pictures I want to share with you guys. Not a whole lot, but I did take some pictures that I wanted to share with you guys. Hello, Donnell. Welcome in, love. Thank you for being here today. Hopefully you had a great day today. Thank you. So yeah, and just a quick, this is info for you guys. If you guys have been following, I have one of my daughters that's getting ready to have her baby. So her baby, she called me earlier today. So her baby should be here sometime, I'm hoping, before this weekend or by the end of this week. We should have our baby here. His name is going to be Kai, which is Khai. I'm hoping I didn't spell it wrong, but I think that is the baby's name. And my grandson Kingston is so happy he's ready for the baby to come. So hopefully, eventually, maybe, because I talked to Kingston earlier, I told him he was going to watch the live stream. So hopefully later on, if he shows up, I'll say hello to my baby grandson that I love with all my heart. But yeah, baby should be here hopefully sometime between today and the weekend. So so with all of that, let's get started with the show. So let's talk all about Celebrity Beyond. Guys, let me tell you, loved it. Not because of the captain, obviously, on the ship, but it was an amazing cruise. We had a great 11 days, guys. I will talk about some things that I want you guys to keep in mind, when traveling. Things that went a little rocky, things that went great. So I just want to talk about all sorts of cool stuff and happy moments and sad moments when you got to leave the cruise. But hopefully, I know Donnell, that it's here on the chat. I know she's been on the Beyond. Ooh, it's 63 in Chile and Philly. Ooh, so at least it's getting a little warmer because spring is starting to show up. So, well, walking in on the Beyond was great. You know, it's kind of like walking in on the Apex and the Celebrity Ascent. What differs these ships is kind of like the art, and then there's some certain things that they're a little bit different. But other than that, in the overall, the ships are kind of like the same. So we had a great embarkation day was great. I can't even ask for a better embarkation day. I think we got to this time around. I did not park at the cruise terminal because that cruise terminal only has the one parking in Fort Lauderdale, and then to try to get to your vehicle, it's a hot mess at the on your return. So we decided to park. For those of you that are wanting some information on where to park in Fort Lauderdale, Tinkerbell usually, well, not usually, all the time, I park at Dania Beach. It's called Park by the Port. Great people there. If you are ever there, talk to Joanne or one of the guys there will help you guys out. For my 11-day cruise, I paid a total of $138 to park there, which I think is fantastic. As soon as we got there, one thing I like about this port shuttle, as soon as we got there was a shuttle there. We got on the shuttle. They took us to the port. I say between parking to cruise, I think it was a whole like maybe 15 minutes. On the return end, we got off the ship and we waited maybe like 5 minutes. They picked us up, and between port to cruise parking lot, maybe another 10 minutes at most, because he didn't even pick anybody else up. We were I guess the last people to pick, and he went straight to the cruise. So we paid $138. Kudos to Park by the Port if they're ever watching this. I do highly recommend them. My car is always safe there. I never had a problem. I think I use them maybe 10, 15 times around there, because I travel a lot through Fort Lauderdale, and usually I use them a lot. There's only been one time that I decided to park at the port, and that was when I went on the Celebrity Ascent in November. And the reason being is because it was part of my package to park at the port, because it was a travel agent thing. So they covered everything for us. And that was the only reason. But I'll be traveling next month to Fort Lauderdale, and it's going to be a 6-day on the Odyssey. And I am also parking there. So it cost me, I think was like $86. $86 to park in April for 6 days. So they're going to be taking care of us again. Hey, Jen, welcome in, my love. Thank you so much for being here today. So, it was a good experience going. It was, like I said, from parking to port, it was 15 minutes. From ports, from the time that you leave your luggage to the moment you're checking in, I would say we were probably inside of the cruise, maybe another 15 minutes. It was super fast. Our rooms were ready at the time. I had a sunset veranda. The cabin was 10291. It was a kind of cool, different type of setting, I could say. I don't know if you guys have ever been on a cruise where you see that there are two stateroom numbers, one on top of the other. And when you open the door, it's kind of like an L shape. So you have one room on one side, one room on the other. So it was kind of different. I've never been on an area where you have a little hallway, kind of like an L shape, to get to those two rooms. So our sunset veranda was phenomenal, guys. If you guys have never done a sunset veranda on after the ship, I suggest you try it one time. It was the best. And keep in mind, guys, when I booked this cruise about 2.5 years ago when COVID was happening. This cruise was originated on the Equinox, and then that got canceled due to the pandemic and all of that. And then we did the Equinox a couple of times, we rebooked, and then we said, you know what, we're not going to do it again. So they moved us from the Equinox to Beyond, and and Beyond got canceled one time. So the next time I said, you know what, we're just going to move it to 2024 and just leave it there. And I had a really good deal on the Sunset Veranda. So for that Sunset Veranda, cabin 10291, it was a total for Martine and I to go on this cruise, $5,398 and some change. That was the total. The package include the cruise fare, the port taxes, the fees, the premium drink package, premium Wi-Fi, and the gratuities were included. That was all that was included. That same cabin right now today goes for about maybe 8 or 9,000, a little bit more. That same cabin. Back then when I booked it, I was not in the YouTube business, and I had no plans on being in YouTube. But let me tell you, when I got there, that was the best cabin to film all the live streams that I did, all the leaving from the ports, because that was the best place to be. Because as the ship was leaving, you can see everything, and we had a great time on the live stream. So for those of you that came into the live stream, you know what I'm talking about. It was great. I had a great time with doing these live streams and all of that. We even had crazy stories that happened, which you guys are going to find out today. But one thing I want to bring up, something that we heard that happened to somebody else on this cruise ship. And I want to bring this up to you guys for kind of like to alert you guys if in any way, shape, or form the person did not know. There was a person that got on board, and he came in through, you know, the check-in process and all of that, got onto the ship. And this is information that we were told from another party. They got onto the ship, no problems. They called the person to get services, like maybe between one o'clock-ish around there. And that person was escorted out of the ship because somebody stole their identity, and they were not able to continue their trip because they had a warrant for their arrest, because somebody out there stole this person's identity. So keep in mind, guys, when you are traveling, you know, we travel a whole lot. I know you guys travel a whole lot. We don't think about it when we're traveling that something like this will ever happen to anybody. But we heard that information, and I just wanted to bring it to you guys. It took me completely by surprise. Like, you know, I didn't even think like, you know, something like that could happen, you know, like somebody stealing your identity and doing something fraudulently with your name and all that information. Just so that you guys know and you guys are aware, the cruise line, they run a whole database through the counties in the state of Florida, wherever you come from. And if there's any warrants or anything like that, you will get escorted out of the ship and you're going straight to jail. So I don't know what happened with that party or their family, you know, whatever transpired. I don't know how Celebrity handles that part, if there's a refund or what the case may be. I'm going to guess that family is going to have to probably go to court, and who knows what the process will be to clear out their name. But just so that you guys know, this is something that is truly that can happen. It happened to somebody in our ship. I wish that family, you know, hopefully the best, and you know, they were able to get everything squared away. I'm more than likely they're probably going to have to spend some money on lawyers to clear out their name, and I don't know how that process really works. But you know, going through that and hearing that information, it kind of opens your mind, because you know, here you are, you know, traveling and paying all this money, and you plan this vacation out, and then something like this happened. That's crazy, to be honest with you. You know, you're on the ship, they let you get on the ship, and next thing you know, you get called and off you go. So that was something that's how the vacation started, with somebody, you know, we're hearing about this situation because the people that were, I guess, with that party, they were their friends, and they were talking about it while we were having lunch, and we were hearing this whole conversation going on. So it was a little crazy. Their friends got to travel, but not them. I'm not sure, you know, what happened afterwards. So it's always good to be aware. You know, I don't know how you're able to find some information like that before you travel out of the country or anywhere. I don't know if you do a background check on yourself and double check that you don't have any warrants or anything like that. Make sure you clear them out if it's not you. But I just wanted to kind of like bring you that awareness so that it's something that really did happen. And I'm not sure how they work around it, around the situation, but maybe we can find that information out, right? So that's how our cruise started. We had a magnificent 11 days. If you guys were kind of like hearing everything with Captain K, because she does her daily logs, you guys noticed that our first day was a sea day. We had a great time. Tinkerbell was having, a great time over there. I was drinking my virgin mojitos because I don't drink alcohol. So I was drinking my virgin mojitos, having a great old time with our friends. One of my friends, she loves playing pickleball, and she had a magnificent time. They had even a pickleball kind of like championship going on through Celebrity. So it was really cool to see the game. I've heard so much about it, but myself, I never played it. So I might start playing pickleball because it was kind of interesting. She really enjoyed it. It made me really happy to see her having a great time. And she was really into that kind of stuff. So that was our sea day. We had breakfast that morning. We did a couple of little trivias and different things throughout the days. We checked out the ship. I was kind of like planning how I was going to do everything. And then our following day, we were supposed to have been in Cayman Island. Well, as you know, Cayman Island got canceled because due to a lot of wind, it was very wavy that day, a lot of wind hitting the ship. So what the funny part on day 2 was, we make it to Grand Cayman. I get up in the morning because we were getting ready, because I think we were getting there at 7 o'clock in the morning. It was from 7 to 3. So Martine and I were getting ready when Captain Kate comes into your room on the speaker sound saying, Cayman Island has been canceled. Well, every morning on port days, I usually get up, go to the sunset veranda, do kind of like a start of the vlog, like, hey, this is Traveling with Tinkerbell coming at you from Cayman Islands. And next thing you know, well, that's not going to happen today. Funny part that Martine was in the cabin, and as the ship is turning around, I'm seeing that the Carnival Paradise and an NCO ship was on Cayman Island. And I'm like, well, that's kind of strange. How are they there? And I see the little shuttles back and forth. And how come we can get on there? I was telling Martina, I said, well, that's kind of strange because there's 2 ships over there and they're porting and, doing the tender system. And they're telling us that we can't. Well, what we found out later throughout the day, because I have so many people that are so cool to me that send me Captain Kate's vlog for the day. And I was hearing all her information, and it was because where we were, it's a bigger area, has more port and more tenders for the bigger ships. On the other side of the bay is only the smaller ships that tender there because there's only have 1 tender boat per ship. Well, guess what, guys? For those people that did not notice those 2 ships, because it was early in the morning when this happened, it was 7 o'clock in the morning. Half of the people were probably asleep. We leave Cayman Islands and we had to turn back around, guys, because we had an emergency now. We have an emergency on the ship. We have some people that have to get off on the ship because they had a medical emergency happening. Guess where we go back? Back to the same place where we couldn't go. So now, obviously, poor Captain Kate got like, oh my God, this is like really really bad, because now we're going to be docking right next to these little 2 ships, and everybody's going to be seeing these 2 ships were able to stay, but not us. Well, she explained it to all of us. So we dropped the person there. It took us about 2 hours for the whole process. It was kind of cool. I sent Cruising with Keith I filmed it and I sent it to him for his news. So I don't know what he did with it, if he actually ever used it, but I sent it to him because I figured that it was something that nobody knew yet what was going on. And long story short, we dropped the people off, and off to Colombia we go. Hey, Bethany, welcome in, mommy. Thank you so much for being here. So off to Colombia we go. We had another sea day ahead of us, a total of 3 sea days by the time we got to Colombia. I guess everybody was ready to get off in Colombia by that time. It was the first time traveling with Tinkerbell was in Colombia. Let me tell you guys, I had such a great time in Colombia. I loved it. The only thing that I will say is to keep in mind that, well, the excursion that we did was a walking excursion in downtown Colombia. As soon as we got to the downtown area that we got off the bus, you're gonna have people like just right next to you, like walking right next to you, try to sell you everything and anything they can possibly sell you. And no is not an answer there, guys. It is not an answer. That was the only thing that I can say, that it was the only thing that I really did not like. I don't, if I tell you no, I'm okay. I hope that everybody respects the no and just keep on walking, but not here. Other than that, the excursion was phenomenal. You guys are going to see those vlogs coming in from Colombia and everywhere else. And then from Colombia, we went to Aruba. Aruba was great. I had an amazing time in Aruba. I love Aruba. But one of the things that I got to experience this time on this ship was that we stood a day and a half. So we got there at 4 p.m. and we didn't leave the next day till midnight. So I actually got to see Aruba at night. I went to Palm Beach. We were to see the nightlife in Palm Beach. And for those of you that have been to South Beach, Miami, it's kind of like the same exact thing. The only thing, you're in Aruba. So it was really cool, music and, all the different clubs open, vendors everywhere. It was really nice. We went into the Hyatt Resort. I got to see the Hyatt Resort, kind of see what the amenities look like, because I do book Hyatt and Ryu Palace over there. So we got to see both of them. It was really nice to be able to see them inside and kind of, get a feel for what you sell as an Expedia travel agent. So that was really cool to see. And then the next day, Martina, we just had a beach day at Palm Beach. We had such an amazing time over there. And then we bought a few things. We had lunch at TGI Fridays. Of all things to go, we went to TGI Fridays to have some lunch. We met with one of the great waiters there that you guys are going to be seeing on the Aruba vlogs on there. And it was just an amazing experience in Aruba. Curacao, what can I say? Curacao is the best, guys. I love Curacao. On there, we did an excursion. We went to see the beauties of Curacao. So that's also coming. We actually met a little cute little dog and his owner. That's coming on the vlogs as well. Then we went to Jamaica, guys. Jamaica was great. A lot of people, I had a couple of clients wanting to know what was going on in Jamaica because they were going to Jamaica. They were a little worried. I didn't see anything, guys. We went on the cruise. We went on the excursion. We walked around. We had a great time. I've never seen anything different in Jamaica going on. The only thing that happened to us in Jamaica was that our bus, the bus that we were in, broke down. And they dropped us off because we were going to do part of an excursion. And while we were doing that, we went to a little kids' school. And while we were checking that out, they had called in 2 other buses, 2 small ones for the big one that we had. And, it took us through the whole excursion. We got to the port. Our excursion was supposed to be from 9 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. And the ship was leaving at 3. But we got to the port exactly at 3. So we got into the ship about 3:30. So we didn't even have a chance to even shop or even look. It was just getting off the bus and run to the ship. So, and then me, guys, I never ever put a live stream ahead of time when I'm at port. So that morning I decided, we get back at 1. The ship doesn't leave until 3. Let me just put the live stream ready to roll. That way everybody knows that we have a live stream at 3 o'clock leaving Jamaica and everybody can be there. Well, guess what, guys? When we found out, I'm over here like, oh my God, I have a live stream and I'm not going to make it on time. And I'm texting M. I'm texting M and I said, M, can you do me a favor? I have a live stream at 3 o'clock. I won't be able to make it. Can you please let everybody know? Well, by the time I got onto the, you don't understand. I was running. Martine and I, we were on the elevator. We were as fast as we could to try to get to the live stream. We made it. We're like about, I think it was like I think it was either 3:30 or 3:40, something around it. I know, Em. And guess what? I did the live stream for the next day. And Em's like sending me, she goes, the live stream was for tomorrow, not, you didn't put it for today. But anyway, so technically I was still on okay terms, but my mind was thinking it was today. So we started the live stream. We had a great time. We had a riddle that day, which for those of you that weren't there, the riddle was, what's in the back of a cow and in front of the woman? That was the riddle. And Miss Nancy, after a little bit, she got it and she put the information on there. I'm not going to tell you guys. So if you guys don't know the riddle, you guys want to put it on the chat comments, be my guest. But I'm not going to tell you the answer. Miss Nancy knows what it is. M knows what it is too now. So we had a great day with everybody there. It was just phenomenal. So that was pretty much, our whole thing. Now, if we go back to day one on the beautiful Celebrity Beyond, and you guys were there on our live stream that I did at night that day. Woo! What an evening, guys. I'm over here, we might see a sighting of Captain K, blah, blah, blah. And Captain K that evening, she was going to do her presentation, welcoming everybody on board and all of that. So I knew that I was not going to sit down and see the whole press. I just wanted you guys to see her. So Martine and I are standing by the wall of the theater. And I'm just there with the camera, holding the camera for you guys can see. And I was trying to get a better picture, but since the show wasn't starting yet, I was just like really like standing, like touching the wall of letting people pass through. And I'm focusing on you guys and just chit chatting with you guys and all of that I'm not even focused on who's passing by or anything like that. Next thing you know, here comes Captain Kate, and she stops. Guys, she stops. We had a conversation. She gave me one of her little ducks. It's pink. I have it there. And you don't understand. I'm like, oh my God, did you guys see that? So that was the first Captain K sighting. It was in the dark, so you guys didn't get to see her really, really good. As we finished there, I decided to show you guys a little bit of the ship. And we went down to deck 3, I remember, coming back to deck 4 as we're coming along. She's standing there talking to some people. And guess what, guys? So as we're sitting there talking to her and all of that stuff, I took a picture with her. I got to talk to her. She was on the live stream with you guys. And she was, oh my God, you're still doing your live. And I said, yeah, we're still doing the live. And we had a little bit of a conversation and all of that. So it was phenomenal. Let me tell you, I've been in so many cruises, but this captain, she is the bomb.com. So Captain Kate, if you're listening to this live stream, I love you to the moon and back, and you got it going on, girl. You are an amazing captain. She is beyond, for real, guys. She takes her time to talk to you. She doesn't feel like you're rushed. I actually saw people that brought her gifts, and they gave her the gift, and she was so graciously, she takes everything, and she was very happy and all of that. It was just an amazing trip. When we were leaving Aruba, guys, when we were actually getting off on the terminal of Aruba, it was like 4:15 around there. Martine and I were getting off to go do some shopping, sightseeing, and kind of like do a small vlog in the area. Well, I was getting off the ship, and look at what happened. So this is one of her I think it's her second in command. And he's just standing there all by himself and with a little sad face. I said, oh, come on, let's take a picture because you're special too. So we took a picture there. Look who's behind us, Captain Kate. I'm not going to show you what happened after Captain Kate. You got to watch the Aruba vlogs because I actually put it. If you guys follow me on TikTok, that part is on TikTok. So if you follow me there, you probably seen it. If you have not followed me there, then go check the TikTok out, because that part of where you see her back there on this picture, we did a little vlog on there. So during the week, there was many shows to do. So we seen the Uptown show. Here are the guys from the Uptown show. They were amazing guys. They actually got off in, I think they got off in Jamaica that evening. They were getting off because they did all their shows that day. And these guys right here, these are your lovely Effie jewelers there. So you have Tom, you have Raku, you have, I forgot, I think his name was Steve. They were great. We actually bought some stuff there at the jewelry. So if Tom and Ragu are watching, hello, you guys from Traveling with Tinkerbell. Love you guys and miss you guys already. After that, Martine and I went to the show's Element, which if you guys never been, it's really cool to see. Martine took a picture with one of the aerialists there. So that is her. And then, guys, we went to trivia, but not just any trivia. This was the BugNaked trivia. And when you go through the whole BugNaked trivia thing, whoever wins the trivia gets to hold BugNaked, and they get this really cool pin just made for that specific, for her cat. And some gentleman won that on there. And I got a special picture for you guys to see. There it is. There's Miss Captain Kate and BugNaked. So I asked her if it will be, she will be so kind if I could take a picture of her. So there she is. And she was smiling, very wonderful. And not to finish it off, on the way back out, we were disembarking on our last morning. And Martine and I, we were walking, out to get to the parking. She told us goodbye. She says, "Let me get your phone. We got to take a picture." So there's a picture in the morning. It was about 8 something in the morning. So there's us and Captain K. We said our goodbyes. I gave her a hug. I thank her for all the a great cruise that she did. But if you guys have never traveled with her, she is a lot of fun as a captain. She provides a lot of great information during the days. And sometimes she even puts out some riddles, and she'll tell you what time is the sunset. I know that when we were in Colombia, I think either Colombia or Aruba, one of those 2 days, she was mentioning us that the sun was going to set at some time, and there was a spark of green. And you have to, kind of look at it. I put it to record, but I don't see the spark of green. But a lot of people say they saw it. So I don't know to tell you. So, hey, welcome in. How you doing, BugGots from the vlogs? Thank you so much for being here today. But if you guys are liking this type of content, guys, I would suggest if you can be so kind and hit that like button, because it'll tell the YouTube channel somewhere over there that you guys are liking what you're seeing and you guys are, enjoying this. Hey, Jeremy and Cheryl from Cruise Adventures. Welcome in, guys. Hello, hello. So it was overall, it was an amazing cruise. I will do it all over again. I didn't want to get off the ship. The ship is beautiful. The cruise was phenomenal. After, you spend so many days with them, you get to kind of like know them all. And you guys get to enjoy, just having a great time laughing with the crew. You guys are going to see there's I have a lady that she's a crew member there. She is from Africa. Every morning I had to sit in her section, and it was just fantastic. And she's going to be on the vlogs as well. It was just an amazing cruise. I just hope that if one day you do go beyond with Captain Kate or not with Captain Kate, that you will have an amazing experience like the one I did. I know that Captain Kate is leaving the ship at the end of this month. She does take a 3-month vacation. So if you're looking into maybe booking Celebrity and wanting to be with her, keep in mind that every 3 months she's off and on the ship. So that's what she mentioned to me, that's what she does. And for those of you that don't know this about her, When she gets off the ship, she goes on vacation, but most of her vacation is spent on board. Like the last time she was 8 weeks on the cruise. So she was as a passenger, but she was there because she says that every time she goes and she gets on a hotel or anything like that, she doesn't feel the same. It's not the same thing. So she likes the cruises. So she gets back on the cruises and just get into enjoy and be with her husband and all of that. One of the things that are coming up also on the Celebrity Beyond vlogs, there's going to be a full hour. If you want to know about Captain Kate, her life, or anything like that, I actually recorded a full hour of get to meet Captain Kate. So that's going to come. If you're interested, that's going to be on the vlogs. It's just going to be the full hour. There's not going to be any editing, anything done. It's just going to be just raw, just the way I did it. It's going to come like that to you. And the reason why I want to do it that way is so that you can actually get kind of like feel that you were there as how we saw it. So, so that's also coming on the vlogs. Do you guys have any questions for me? Anything like that that you guys want to know about Beyond that I have not covered? Let me know. Also, one of the good things with Beyond, they have 4 main dining rooms. They have the Cosmopolitan, they have the Tuscan, the Normandy, and oh my God, I'm missing one. I know I'm missing one. Tuscan, Normandy, Cosmopolitan, and there's another one. Oh my God, I forgot. But you can have dinner there anytime between 5:30 and 9:30 p.m. every evening. You just go as you please. There's some people that do have specific seating time, either 5:15 or 8 o'clock. But if you want to do kind of like what is called my time dining, you can go at any time. So that was really cool to do. We did have dinner at the Fine Cut for our Martin and I's anniversary with our friends. That was really nice. We had that big table. If you guys have ever been on the Beyond, we have that middle seating huge table, and that was really cool. Now that I mentioned the sitting and the table, let me tell you guys, I was sitting in the Ocean View Cafe. Martin and I, we were having lunch one of the sea days, and there was this beautiful lady sitting, and we were just talking about cruising and how much we cruise and blah blah blah, and we just started talking, and she talked to her family about me. This gentleman by the name of Will, that he calls himself Peter Pan now. Thank you, Miss Donnell. Cypress is the 4 dining room. Thank you so much, love. So Peter Pan out there calls me at my stateroom one day. He's like, he leaves me a message. Hey, Tinkerbell, this is your Peter Pan. I want to have dining in the Cosmopolitan, but I want to have that 12 people table, the big, huge, humongous table. And I said, and the only reason that I can do that is if you come along with us to have dinner, because you got 6 people and we have 6 people. So, how am I going to tell Peter Pan no, right? So he gave me his cell phone number. I called him and I said, hey, Peter Pan, it's Tinkerbell. Sure, we'll have dinner with you guys. So we planned it all out for our last sea day. That was phenomenal. We got to eat with his family, and we had such an amazing time. I got to meet his wife and his mother-in-law and his family. We had a great time. We hit it off. It was a great dinner. So Will, if you're watching this, hello. Thank you so much for the invitation and spending some time with your family. I had a great time. Hopefully it's not this last time we see each other. Hopefully we see each other again in the future on the Lido again. It was really cool to enjoy time with his family. And what can I say? It was like I was like thrown aback, like, oh my God, he called me to invite me. So I didn't even have words for something like that. So it was kind of like nice to meet people on board and get to do something like that. So my crew, his crew, we had a blast. So if you guys have any questions let me know, put it on the chat. M wanted to know when is your next group cruise? That's a good question, M. So this is when my next group cruise is.
Good evening, everyone. We've got a very special announcement to make today. From Sunday, April 20th to Sunday, April 27th of 2025, we'll be hosting our first ever Traveling with Tinkerbell group cruise on none other than the Carnival Celebration. The itinerary is simple. We'll be departing from the Port of Miami in Florida on the 20th. Our first day will be a simple day at sea where you can explore the boat and check out what's on board. Try some of the food at the buffet, or grab a Guy Fieri burger by the pool and relax. Following that, we'll be stopping at Amber Cove in Dominican Republic, then San Juan in Puerto Rico, and lastly St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands before 2 more sea days to take us back to port. If you're interested in joining us, you can book now at jagonzalez@expediacruises.com. The phone number is 813-608-2935, and the website link will be in the description below. We hope to see you on board when the time comes.
Well, there you have it, guys. That is when our next group cruise is. It's going to be on April 20, 2025 on the beautiful Carnival celebration out of Miami. If you guys are looking to joining the first YouTube Traveling with Tinkerbell, come on down. Call me so we can get you booked so that we can get you there. And it's going to be an amazing and a fantastic time. I already have the Facebook is already set, so everything is all there. So it's already there. It's already set. The people that have booked are already on the Facebook part. We're going to have a couple of different things going on for that group. Welcome in, MNT Living and Cooking. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here today. We were just talking about the Carnival. Let me get the Carnival celebration, the Celebrity Beyond, which was the cruise that I just got off of, and just now we were talking about our group cruise. So, guys, we're getting very, very, very close to putting merchandise in our store. I am actually working. We're going to come up with 5 different T-shirts, guys. I need your help. One of them is going to say it's cruise day, because we have to have an It's Cruise Day Traveling with Tinkerbell shirt. The second one is going to have the Toodles. It has to have Toodles on there. So I'm going to have a shirt where it says it's Cruise Day Traveling with Tinkerbell. Another one that's going to say Toodles, so that you know that is that's our Traveling with Tinkerbell stamp. And it's going to also say Traveling with Tinkerbell. I was thinking of having a Traveling with Tinkerbell crew shirt for all of you guys representing the channel. So I want your thoughts on that. I'm going to put some information on YouTube, and so that way you guys can vote to see which ones. And then I got to find 2 more things to figure out what other 2 things we're going to do. So we're going to do T-shirts. You could put it on a coffee mug. You can put it on a backpack, on a towel, however which way you want. We're going to do it. And trust and believe we're going to come up with some cool stuff for you guys. And I'm going to also rotate them every so often. So I don't want you to have them the same merch all the time. So I'm thinking maybe every 6 months, rotating that merchandise, bringing something new and fresh in for the community. We're working on that as we speak, because as every day gets closer, we're getting closer and closer and closer to be able to open our shop online. So, and that's all thanks to you guys for watching this channel, and making it so fantastic, and for everybody. Thank you guys for always coming into the live stream, for watching the channel, for sharing with your friends, for all the likes, all the subscribers, all the love, all the comments out there. It's just been a great journey so far. Thank you so much, MNT Living and Cooking. If you guys have not subscribed to their channel, go check them out, MNT Living and Cooking. They're a great channel. If you want to learn how to cook different things, they will teach you all sorts of stuff, because I've been watching their channel every so often. I don't have a lot of time to watch everybody, but when I do, I try to watch as much as I can to help everybody out there. I know that Cruising with Keith, congratulations, Cruising with Keith. I am so proud of you. He actually got his first, he got to his 3,000 watch hours, so he is able to put his merch out there. And he had mentioned on the Across the Wave show last week that he needed 39 hours. I started watching his channel, help him out. on that side, and here he is today. So congrats, cruising with Keith. I'm very proud of you. You're doing a good job in your channel, and I just wish you nothing but the best on your channel to keep on moving and growing. But yeah, so thank you so much, M&T. But yeah, check their channel out if you like to cook, or maybe find a recipe. They have all sorts of cool stuff going on over there. Also, Jeremy and Cheryl's channel was here. Cruising is fun anytime. If you don't know about them, check them out as well. I know M is also working on her stuff. So I don't know if M, do you have a YouTube? I think you do. If you do, put your information out there so people can go check you out. M is an amazing person. We've never met face to face, but I have talked to her and we have a good relationship, and she helps me here on the channel. Donnell and Jen, thank you guys so much from believing in me from day one. You guys are my love. You guys have been my number one supporter, like before all of this even came to life. So I wanted to say thank you. Thank you, Bethany. Bethany was my first subscriber, guys. Besides my son, Bethany was my first subscriber. So Bethany, thank you so much, my love, for always being there for me. I love you. I love you and your husband, and hopefully soon we'll meet each other. Wonder of the Seas vlog. That's right. Wonder of the Seas. So it's been like a great journey, guys. I really can't even express how beautiful this journey is, how many great friends you find, and as doing this vlogging thing, I'm actually getting the hang of it. I actually got somebody telling me the other day, where was I? I'm going to read you something. I actually reached out to a gentleman. I don't know if you guys know about Fiverr. I reached out to a gentleman. I'm not going to mention his name. I reached out to him because there's some things that I needed to get done for my channel, right? And he was working on some stuff for me, but my son told me I could do that for you, Mom. Don't worry about it. So my son he's actually working on those things right now. So I told him, I'll let you know. It'll be at another time. Very good. So last night, guys, I tell you, my God is amazing. Last night, he sends me a message. Last night, it was 12:15 a.m. I was already asleep. He says, "Hi, how are you doing?" I said, so this morning I replied back to him. I said, "I'm doing good. And you?" He goes, yes, I'm also doing good. This is what he tells me, guys. "So I am preparing some small surprise gifts for you that I will be sending over to your email in a couple of days. The reason behind this is because I love your raw content concept and you are improving gradually, so that I can help you with something, then that will help you with your channel. Thank you." That made my whole entire day, to hear that somebody across country is watching this small channel and is thinking of us, that he's doing something. I don't know what is he doing. He hasn't sent me, but whatever it is, I will present it to you guys. And it makes my heart, full, because it's like, I know that when I started, it's like everything. You start everything, you're kind of learning. And I know as the weeks continue to go by, we get better and better and better at it. I've gotten a lot of support, a lot of great emails from a lot of people that are watching the channel. Believe it or not, guys, some people might not comment here on the comments, but they're watching the channel. My mom is one of them. My mom, you never see her comment, but she watches everything. And I could see how many people are watching this channel right now, but they're not commenting. And he has been one of them. And he's been saying that, he just letting me know that, you're growing and your content is getting better. So it's like everything. We're going to get better as the time goes. We're not born perfect, but we can continue to grow and make it as perfect as we can. So it was nice to see that, so it was really cool. And it's like everything. I get to meet so many great people as we travel. My IG is Bugsley Kelly. Okay, yeah, I know. I think I got you there, and I opened my TikTok, guys. So if you guys don't know, my TikTok is TW Tinker 08. And I'm going to write it down here below so that you guys can have it. Tinkerbell 08. And it has a little tinker on the site. So that is my TikTok. And I started doing TikTok because Mr. Eddie Flores, I believe him, Eddie Flores, Eddie Lugo Studio. I'm thinking about my manager, Eddie Lugo Studios, did a TikTok. And I'm like, I never thought about doing TikTok. So I said, let me try, just to see. And we're growing. It's growing. It has like 54 followers, nothing big, but little by little, I guess. It's like everything. We start off from nothing and let's see what happens. I'm not worried about it. If it grows, it grows, and if it doesn't, it'll be fine. I'm cool with that. I live the moment. I don't be paying attention to what's going to happen tomorrow, because you never know if tomorrow we're even going to be here. So I just know that God is amazing in my life, and He has all this stuff planned out for me. So I just walk in faith, and I just walk where He wants me to walk, and I let everything that He needs to do. So I ain't even worried. My Fiona is my TikTok. Okay, I think I have you on TikTok, and I gotta I'll check. But yeah, guys, Celebrity Beyond was amazing. I don't have any complaints other than I had a great time. I even did origami, and we did some dot painting, which I've never done before. So that was kind of interesting. I did like a little flower. Martine did a fish. So it was in dot painting. It was very interesting. Never in a life thought that I would actually be dot painting on a cruise ship, but it was really nice. What I loved the most about the Beyond was my room. I really enjoy my veranda. I think I use my sunset veranda more than I ever did on any of the cruise balconies that I've been. And I think it's because on this trip, I wanted to do something a little different for you guys, and I wanted to do a live stream from every port. So next month, when I'm on the Odyssey of the Seas, it's going to be a little weird because on Odyssey, because I'm going on Odyssey for work through Expedia, I have an interior room, guys. So I'm going to have to ingenious myself a little place where we can do the sail away together, or the leaving Cayman Islands, or wherever I'm going to go. So, but we'll figure it out. I'm sure we will figure it out. And I'm going to make sure that I have the timing and the dates and all of that good stuff right for you guys. We are going to be doing a sail away on embarkation day, a live stream. And I would like to do also a sail, a leaving Cayman Islands and a leaving Jamaica as well. So that's going to be at least 3 of the sailaways. I'm not sure, guys, if on that week I am going to be able to do my regular 7 p.m. show or the Across the Wave, because we have a strict itinerary. We have a lot of classes and different things we got to adhere to. So I don't know. I have to look at the manifest that they gave me with all the different classes and times and where you got to be and all of that stuff. I got to see if I'm going to be available. But if not, then I'll do the other stuff so that at least you guys get to see the ship. We'll figure it out, guys. There's always a way. So how are you guys doing? Are you guys adjusting to this time change? Did you guys have to change time, or was it just us in Florida? Because I know that Donnell and Jen are in Philly, and I believe you guys were an hour ahead of us, if I'm not mistaken. So do you guys change time over there, or does it stay the same for you? I know my dad never changed time. My dad is in Puerto Rico in the Caribbean, and they're always in one time throughout the whole year. They don't know anything about this daylight savings time. So it's weird because when he calls me now, he's like, "Oh, you're on my same time now, so we're linked the same way." But when it's it's a change of time, it's a little different. I had to change ahead. So what time? So are you 8:54 now, Em, or what time are you right now? Because right now our time here in Florida is 7:54. So while Em answers that question, did anybody catch the riddle? We do okay, so you guys do too. Okay, that's cool. So did anybody catch the riddle? What's in the back of the cow and in front of the woman? I tell you the things that you learn when you go to the Caribbean, right? And we got this riddle from, it was Jamaica. Okay, the same. Okay, so we got this riddle from our tour guide in Jamaica. That's right, Miss Jen. Hey. So it's the letter W. That's what's in behind the cow, COW, and in front of the woman is the W. So there you guys have it. I know, right? I should do a shirt riddle. But yeah, guys, if there's something that comes to your mind that you would like on a shirt and you want to help Tinkerbell out, you never know. Tinkerbell might put your whatever you decide on a shirt. So I'm looking for at least 3 other options. I have 2 so far, so I'm looking for 3 other options for shirts. And let's see, because I know for sure Toodles is going to be a shirt. People love every time we say Toodle in this place. So seems like the day is going by fast. We changed this. I know. Who are you telling? It's just like boom. It's almost 8 o'clock, guys. It's almost the day is gone. The day is gone. The day is almost gone. It's just crazy. But it just goes. I guess that's why the summer goes so fast, because we're on daylight savings time. But it's weird because they passed the law over here that they were not going to change it, but it hasn't taken effect yet. So I'm hoping maybe this year they'll tell us, we're not going to change it again. That's funny, MNT. Maybe put Toodles on the front and TWT on the back for the spelling it out. I probably could do something like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I want our shirts to be fun. So when you guys are wearing it, it'll be fun for you guys to wear it, and it'll be fun for everybody else. Who knows? Maybe I put a big old QR code so people can and they go straight to our YouTube channel, right? Could you imagine you're walking with a gigantic back QR code? People are like, oh, what is that? Let me tell you, on this celebrity cruise, I've met so many great people. People that like to be on the channel. You'll be surprised. People see you with a camera, vlogging or whatever. And the first question, are you a YouTuber? And I'm like, yeah. And then they laugh with you, and they ask you all these questions. And then the question is, do you want to be on camera? And they're like, oh, no. I was just asking. And they're like thinking about it. Yeah, I guess I could be on camera. And then it's like, but he goes, but I don't know what to say. And I'm like, okay, I'll start and then you go. So it was a lot of fun. You guys are going to see a lot of great people on these vlogs. And especially in Colombia, I met a wonderful lady at one of the stores. Following her on Instagram. We did a little collab on there, so it's going to be coming out. And I just sent her a message today. I said, I'll let you know when those vlogs in Colombia are coming out so that you can see the shout out to your business. So it was really cool. True, it makes sense why it goes fast. I know, right? But oh my God, I can't believe like this. I tell you, MNT, look, this hour just went poof. It's just gone. It's just gone. I guess it's because it's easy for me to just chit chat. I could chit chat for another hour or two. I don't, it doesn't matter. But my husband is actually cooking dinner for me right now. As we're talking, he's in the kitchen cooking. So shout out to my husband, Martin, for cooking our dinner tonight. He's such a great husband. I can't complain. I couldn't ask for more. And actually, he's been interacting a little more on the vlogs and on the live stream. I even gave him the camera to talk with you guys, and he did very good. So it's a little bit at a time. So, oh my God, it's 59 minutes. So guys, with all of that being said, hopefully you guys like it. And for those of you that come back and watch the replay, just hashtag replay on there so that we can know you came back and watched it later. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today. Like always, guys. Oh, what's for dinner, Em? We're gonna have steak, veggies, and some white rice. That's what's for dinner on the Tinkerbell house today. So, want to come over? Let me know. I'll invite you. So with that being said, guys, I love you guys all to the moon and back. You mean the world to me. I got pasta, shaved beefsteak, and for Fiona be eating good. I'm gonna have to go over there. Well, I love you guys all to the moon and back. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget tomorrow, Across the Wave, 8 p.m. here on this same channel. And we are going to be talking about the port of Naples. So we're going to be going all the way to the port of Naples. So that's going to be good tomorrow. We're going to learn about the port of Naples. Love you guys all. Have a great evening. Please stay safe. And I will see you tomorrow. Toodles. Bye-bye. Thank you, Donnell. Love you, daughter. Love you guys. Say hi to Jen. Bye, my love. Bye, everybody. Hasta tomorrow. Thank you, Em. Toodles.